Hi, it's Friday night, the 12th of June, and day 164 of Living the Dream. Last night, I wrote down my power statement for today. Here's what it says. I will not only go to the movies today, but I will also make a movie. I will produce it in my imagination and cast it up onto the screen of my mind. It'll be about my future life and what it's going to look like in weeks or even 6 months' time from now in the future. Wow. My to-do list right here for Friday said, the first one was my fun item, and it was to make a movie. Next one was to reprioritize my remaining tasks and do more teaser question videos titles. Check my accounts, check my emails, and then go out and do a few assignments my wife and me do. So I get everything done today, but I want to tell you about my to-do list, about making a movie that was 6 months into the future. And it's my fun activity that I did today. Reprioritizing my remaining task list was exciting, and it made me this morning want to get up here and get after it. I had 2 more video teaser questions to do in the day, so I felt like I could stay on top of that, as well as do their description with teaser statements. And you know, it's just interesting. Having these assignments to do every day is going to let me get that task caught up, because I'm also doing, besides the 2 or 3 videos, teaser statements, and questions, I'm doing, like tonight, when I get this video done, I'm going to go do that with a teaser statement and my objective in the description about coming with teaser statements in that, and stay on top of this so I don't add to that list. I've got about 125 videos remaining, and that I've started to do it regularly now, and so that pile is going to get smaller and smaller. It may take about 4.5 months, and they'll get done. Next, Croy says, get honest with yourself. What didn't go well today, Marty? Or what could you have done better? Did you wake up early and start strong? Check. Did you start your morning with power this morning? It was a great morning for a Friday. Were you productive throughout your day? Yes. Did you get your most important things done on your list? Got those 2 videos transcribed with their teaser questions and teaser statements. I did the fun task. I did the exciting tasks, and there's 3 or 4 other things I needed to get done, and bam, the day was done. Did you move your goals forward? Pieces in the mind, into the world of the world of the physical, got them done. Did I show up as the person I wanted to be? Yes, I did. And today was Friday. It's our date night, and we had a good, fun time together. We watched a couple, 3 videos on YouTube today. It was laughter, was fun. There's some pretty serious one that we watched. It was fantastic, and we were both present for each other, so it was a fantastic Friday. Anyhow, the bottom line to these get honest with your questions, I came up with this: were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? Did you keep your commitments and promises that you made to yourself this morning? Isn't that a great question to ask yourself, to be accountable for your day? Well, this morning I promised myself I would do everything that I put on my to-do list for today. I looked it over this morning. I didn't feel like it needed to change anything. I didn't need to reprioritize things. I think I covered it pretty well. So I finished everything I had on that list, and I absolutely had fun with making a movie today. And I was excited about looking over those remaining tasks, because I wanted to see what I could delete and see if I could reduce that list and rearrange it, and it makes so much more sense now. It made me think about what I needed to do to reprioritize myself for preparing to launch the beta test as soon as possible. That's been exciting to me. It made me want to zoom into my win the morning, win the day routine, get up here, but I still took the right amount of time. I took my hour this morning, and I did everything right, but boy, was I excited to get up here. So way to go, Marty. Good job. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new movies that your 2 amigos went out there and brought them to the screen of your mind? Or my imagination I did? Well, I talked about my movie that I produced and made this morning. I had given my 2 amigos the assignments to help me imagine what the next 6.5 months are going to look like. And I wanted them to provide me the visuals and that sense of possibility thinking that helps me to think in futuristic terms and yet still be spot on. Well, I have to tell you, I have the practical kind of mind, so I've learned to manage that imagination so I don't have wild thoughts take over. I watched a movie where I pulled together about 4 people that I know and put it on that list. I saw them, I write them down, the names came to me, and they were part of my focus group, and I wanted them to help me with that beta test. I saw myself typed their names in there. I saw myself put together an ad that I had a video of me explaining what I was going to be doing with this beta test, and that I was going to let them access Living the Dream coaching system at no cost and participate in my life coaching for a while. And it was so exciting. I imagined that I had way more than 10 participants that signed up to do what I just said. And I got their names and emails and got them called and got them onto that list. And then I invited them to come and participate in that beta test. Well, last night, I had mentioned that I took a few minutes to try and produce a short trailer movie back then on the screen of my mind so I could see what it would be like to have 1,000 subscribers required. Remember that? Well, both these short movies were so fun to create and imagine and watch. Mental movie making is incredibly fascinating to me. It's something I think I can do every single day, and that I'm going to do every single day going forward. I believe it will supercharge the law of attraction and the law of manifestation, so that bringing pieces of my dream through the portal of my mind and into the world of the physical becomes easier and easier and almost automatic. I'm incredibly excited about keeping that going. Well, next, Croy asked, what's the one thing that didn't go well today, Marty? Was there one thing that you could have done better that would have made all the difference going forward? If so, what would that one thing be? Croy puts it this way: what's the one thing you'd want to get done tomorrow, even if your day goes sideways getting it done, and you'd still feel like a success? Well, once you know what that is, then put it into a power statement. Well, I really didn't have anything go wrong today. In fact, everything I set out to do has been incredibly fun and enjoyable and even exciting at some points of the day. I am seeing results that are building my belief and my ability to believe things to be possible like never before. So there you go. Bam, done. No negative thing today. So in thinking about what I wanted to put down in my power statement for tomorrow, I came up with the following. The one thing that will make me feel like a total success, even if things go sideways getting it done, but I feel like I really accomplished something great. Here's what I wrote down. To do each of the 12 lessons worksheets as though I was just starting my business. When I'm done doing them, and filling them out as though I'm going through that process and those lessons, doing those things for my business launch, once I'll have them to show my beginner entrepreneurial clients as a coach and show them that I did it. It'll put the words to the back and strengthen, like I have the music to my words behind me, because I did everything I'm asking them to do. That's what my goal for tomorrow, Saturday, is to start doing those worksheets and get them filled out for me. This just feels so good to me. I'm really excited to get started with it, because when we talk and when we teach, if we don't have the music behind our words, man, it falls flat. And why you don't have music behind your words is because you're teaching something you've not done, as though you're an authority. Well, I've been working with small businesses, running businesses for 44 years. I've made $1.4 million. I mean, I'm not a multi-millionaire like some big gurus, and that's okay. But I understand small business people. I understand the dream. And I understand that you can't teach something that you haven't done yourself and don't believe in yourself. And so that's why I'm excited about that power statement. It just feels right. Next, Corey says, were there any mistakes or any failures that I can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, like I said, I didn't have any failures today, so today was a great day. The next item is to rate my day's efforts. Well, I gave today a 9, and that's because I worked at the speed of 9 all day today. And I was able to get everything done on my list, so all the pieces of my dream that I got done today have come through the portal of my mind and are in the world of the physical, and I've checked up and I wadded them up. Good job. Bam, done. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. First of all, I'm grateful for my new washer and dryer. Don't laugh at me. Let me explain why. You've seen the newest models, haven't you? They look like the porthole to spaceships. They're beautiful. I mention them because as my growing up in Boise, Idaho, I remember a time when my parents brought their little family of 3 children, I was the third one, to live with my dad's parents for a while because he was looking for work. I remember it vividly. My grandparents' home was a small home on Broadway Avenue in Boise, Idaho, and they had partitioned off in two small rooms in their basement where they washed their clothes, and the furnace was, and that was a coal furnace, by the way. They used a scrub board that they put into a double-wide sink. A big sink went over here and went into another sink, and the water came down and filled up. This was for suds and soap, and this was for rinsing. Well, it was just... Once the item was washed and it was rinsed, it was then wrung out in a squeezer. The thing that, and you put it in your fingers, you went in and and it came through all squeezed out. Well, my job was to take a basket of clothes that had been squeezed out and take it out to the backyard and hang them on to the lines on the backyard, the clotheslines with clothespin. You know, those things you go, and I would do that. That was my job. Over the years, these machines, of course, have been modernized for sure. I just will tell you this. I take a basket of whites and a basket of colored clothes, and I take them back to where the washer and the dryer is, and I have this little thing that you push a little blue button, and it fills up a little drawer you pull out, and it fills up with the soap you push in. You push one button that's already set and done. I don't have to worry about it. Kathleen set that up, and I put it in, and then I push another button, and it starts to wash. And I put the dry, clothes that are all washed into the dryer, another button, and it's done. And 40 minutes later, both things are done. It's amazing. It's just a great blessing today. And I have to tell you, the fact is, we live like kings never dreamed of living, don't we? With these kind of machines that we have, my goodness. So I'm grateful for that. Next, I'm grateful for the law of success called the law of creativity. Years ago, a man named Napoleon Hill wrote a book called The Laws of Success. It discussed 15 laws of success, might have been 16, one of which was the law of creativity. Napoleon Hill said, imagination stimulates your mind so that you conceive new ideas and develop new plans and even make movies, like I said, which will help you in attaining the objective of your definite chief aim. Definite chief aim. Imagination shows you how to build new houses out of old stones, so to speak. It will show you how to create new ideas out of old, well-known concepts, and how to put old ideas to new uses. Even brand new ideas you haven't even thought of that come into your mind. Imagination is powerful. It's the law of creativity in action. I'm grateful for the principle of success that says enthusiasm is the foundation of a pleasing personality. Enthusiasm is the foundation of a pleasing personality. In order to influence others to cooperate with you, you must come to have such a personality. Developing this kind of personality, this pleasing personality, is definitely part of living the dream. That's it for today. Today was a fantastic day for Friday, and it made me feel like I was a success and happy to be on my journey to business alignment. I feel great. I hope you had a great day too. So until tomorrow night, where I'll be right back here doing this recording for the next day, I wish you continued success. Good night.